So guys, today we're going to have a go at cooking a whole chicken. So I've got the cheapest chicken in the world that I could find for this, which is what we're going to use. We're going to do the gourmet setting. You can see here we're going to be doing 370 degrees for 15 minutes, which is the first stage. If you want to change these, you just press the temp, turn the dial. If you want to change the time, same again. Once that's gone in, once it peeps like that, you press that again and it allows you to go to the next stage, which is going to be after 15 minutes it'll switch to this automatically, and it's going to go 160 degrees for 2 hours. I don't think it'll do 2 hours. Even a normal chicken tends to be about an hour and a half, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my probe and leave that running through this program, which will show the temperatures. So once the chicken's to temperature, I'll manually probe it and see how we go. So I'm going to start this going now to preheat while I put foil on my tray, which is just there, and I'll show you the chicken as I do that. Oh, take that pizza stone out first. So guys, this is the chicken we're using. This was a frozen chicken. It's tiny, it's just over 1 kilogram. It was £1.99 from Farmfoods. Chicken for £2, man. It's crazy. But yeah, it's probably not much chicken on it when it comes to it, but we'll see. Can't tell if that's the chicken just soft inside or whether there's any water in there. This was a frozen chicken, by the way. There's a little bit of juice, there's nothing much. So I'll get our chicken on there. And just open it up a little bit. Potentially, I think. There you go, job's a good one. So, try my hands real quick. Yeah, we're good to go. I'm not putting anything on it, I'm not doing anything with it. Literally, all I'm going to do is put this in and see how it cooks in there. I'll come back to you as I do that. So guys, the oven is preheating. As I say, we've done nothing to the chicken, we're just going to put it straight in. And we're in. Put that up. Press start. So after this first 15 minutes, when it's warmed up a little bit, I'm going to put the probes in and then we're going to let it run. From there, I'll come back to you then. So guys, this is completed the first 15 minutes on 370. I've got probes in. Not sure how accurate these probes are. I can't tell whether it's such a small chicken, but they seem to be running a little bit high. It is now just about to switch onto the lower setting, which is 160, which it's just done now. Yeah, it's quite black on top. I'm sure that's going to be fine. The rest of it looks pretty good. These probes. Let's try somewhere else with this probe, see if we can get right down there. So with these, when you've got the wires, you just lift them up to the corner, close your door, you're done. So we'll monitor this temperature inside. If it goes off again, my alarm, I will of course come out and use a manual probe just to get independent to the electric probe that I've got running in here. It's just another way to test the temperature. My other one's really accurate. I don't use this very much, so I'm starting to doubt it a bit. Could do with getting a new one. I've had it for ages. So I'll come back to you soon. So I don't know what's going on with my main probe or whether it's that chicken that's hardly got any chicken on it. But after just 5 minutes on the second stage, which is a total of 20 minutes for the chicken, it's claiming it's done. It seems a bit crazy. So we're going to probe it with a normal probe. No point leaving these in at the moment. Come back and clean that in a minute. So I'm using a normal pot. I mean, colour wise it looks great, it just seems to be very quick. So that one, although the other one's saying we're done, that's saying 45 degrees, and I tend to believe this one. So back in that goes, and I'll come back and check it again soon. So guys, we are going to do a test now. This is on 15 minutes at the lower temp. It's a lot of bone, I can feel it pushing the thing in. Sky high there. And do you know, it said 15 minutes at the high speed and 15 minutes of this, and everywhere I'm probing now it's up to temp. I do have my chicken, as you know, a little bit over, and funnily enough, all these readings are a little bit over. Oh, that one's not. Slightly under, so wondering whether we should. Let's flip that over. Come back 5 or 10 minutes. So guys, we are going to look at this chicken now. So it's had 15 minutes on the high temperature to crisp the outside, and it's had 25 minutes at 160. So we're going to probe this now. Obviously you saw me flip this over a minute ago. See what we're on here. Temperature wise there we're good. And we're coming out at 82s there. For those that know, it should be 74 or above, but I do prefer my chicken to be between 80 and 85, and they're the readings I'm getting, if you can see that. Get the light on it. That's 80, 84, 85 there. Let's flip him over. Go down into the leg, 85s. Let's come down here. 80, 85. It's one thing to do, even though you're assuming your stuff's done, just check every side. Sometimes one side can just get a bit more heat than the other. Like that's a bit lower at 82s, but obviously it's good enough. 84, 83, so still plenty good enough, so we're going to roll with that. So that was 15 minutes on is it 370 on the maximum heat on these. 15 minutes on 370 to crisp it and brown it off, which it did very well. Getting the smells from it as well, which are pretty good. And then we've done it for 25 minutes at 160. So I have to be quick and get this in on the side. As you know, anyone who follows any of my stuff, wow, that's hot. I'm going to wrap that in foil now, and we'll come back and see what it was like. So guys, we have let this rest now, still piping up that foil, but that has been rested now for 20 minutes, which I tend to let it rest for half the time it's cooked for, so it's cooked for 40 minutes in total. See, plenty of juices in the bottom of there. Still really hot, this, you know. So let's find a little bit we're going to cut in. Let's just cut a bit. No, we're into a bone there. I did say I don't think there's much on this chicken. Let's cut a slice of that off. Give it a go. That's pretty good. So, it's pretty juicy, that. dried out or anything. It just reminds me of like a rotisserie chicken in flavour. There's a bit here. It looks a little bit drier. Let's try that. It's alright. Flavour wise, pretty good that. So in total that was 15 minutes on the high heat to crisp it up at 370, and then what did we do it at? 25 minutes. Yeah, 25 minutes at 160. Quite pleased with that for what it was. Really cheap chicken at £2. And I think that will be going in tomorrow night's curry. But yeah, can't grumble at that. It's pretty straightforward. Obviously, if you do this and you don't buy that cheap and nasty chicken and you get a proper sized chicken, personally, I'd be tempted to do the temperature's the same, but instead of 15 minutes, I'd probably do it for 10 minutes because you're going to be higher up in the oven. So I would probably do my chicken, if it was a bigger size, on 10 minutes, and then I'd set everything the same and let it run for 2 hours, but I'd be probing it every maybe 15 minutes until the core temp's above 74. I aim for 80 to 85. I always think it tastes a bit better. But yeah, still red hot that. So yeah, till the next one, big shout out to everyone who likes, shares and subscribes.